Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us vs. Her. Today I want to go over things I love about the tastyworks platform. No platform is perfect. There's things I love about it. There's things I hate about it. I'll leave the link below to my other video where I talk about things that I hate about the tastyworks platform. But these are the things that I really love about the platform. I currently use tastyworks and thinkorswim kind of collectively, two different accounts based on what my positions are, what I want to do. But tastyworks, the one thing is that I like about it, I mean, the commissions are good. It's $1 a contract. It's $0 to close a trade, so the commissions are good for options trading. The one thing that I will point out, so on the positions, their interface is completely different than other interfaces. I do like it shows me the realized gains here. You can kind of customize it the way that you want to. Obviously, you can do that in thinkorswim as well, but the one thing I'd like to see here is the realized gains on thinkorswim. They don't have the realized gains. It just tells you what you did on the day, which is here. But I do like that it shows the realized gains here in a column. The other thing to point out what I like is it right in the front here, it points out what the IV rank is for that stock. When you're selling options, it's definitely very useful. So if like Tesla right now, if it had something, IV rank of 20, I might not want to sell options, but since it's 70, why not? I actually did sell a call spread today, but I really like that. It's pretty clean in terms of the interface. Red and green, pretty clean. I also like the it shows the volume up here, and it shows you kind of what's going on with the stock. The other thing that's interesting that I like here on the trade screen, this is the table view. They also have the curve view, but I mostly use the table view just because it's what I'm used to and what I prefer. But here is another thing. They show you right when earnings is. Earnings is May 2nd. So this little purple thing here shows you May 2nd. So you may think differently, and you may not make as many mistakes. So if you're saying, oh, I want to put a position on Tesla, you may think twice that, if you know earnings are May 2nd, you may not want to do this May 4th expiration because earnings could swing either way, long or short, so it could ruin your position. So I chose the week before it in terms of putting on a position. The trading grid here is simple, shows you what the percentages is being in the money. But the one thing that I think for newer traders is nice is it'll show you the curve. So on the curve, let's say I'm going to put up a vertical, short call vertical. Just for instance, I'll do the one actually I did earlier. I think I did yep, so I did the 290 and I sold the 287.50 call spread. What I like about this interface right here is it'll show you right here, from a visual. This is for like newer traders. It's nice to say, okay, at this price, you'll be making money. At this price, you'll be losing money. And it shows you right here kind of what the probability of profit on this trade is, what the extrinsic value is, what the probability that you'll make 50% on this trade. So the probability of me making 50% on this trade, so this P50 means probability of 50% is 58%. Shows you delta and your theta right here, your max profit and your max loss all just on one screen. Very nice. You can also, I also like that you can change the time durations really simply here. You just, if I want to go up a week or down a week, or you want to change the width, it's not that easy on other platforms to change the width. So if I want to make the width bigger or make the width smaller, pretty much the same thing on the table view too. Same information. You can change the widths here. So you can see that. You can change the duration. So we'll hop from May 4th to May 11th, see here, and then May 18th, and we can go back. So you can kind of see, it's easy to jump around in tastyworks to see, okay, maybe this date's not the best date for me, maybe the next date, and just really try instead of having to redo the whole thing. I really like that aspect of it. The other thing that's nice is the watch list area. So if you're new to trading and you're not really sure what to trade or stocks that you may be interested in, tastyworks compile the list already for you. So you have your positions. So these are the current positions you have on. I'm currently trading these stocks right now. But let's say you go to notable stocks. you can see kind of what's going on here right now. I actually have it by IB rank, but you can change it by symbol. So right here, it shows you the symbol, kind of just like a really nice grid. And I think what the most important thing on this chart is the IB rank and the liquidity. So you don't want to trade like super low liquid stocks, and this kind of helps you get used to what to trade, what not to trade based on liquidity. And then IB rank, it's easy to separate by IB rank. So like in Thinkorswim, you have to set up a scanner to scan for IB rank. Here, you can pretty much pick these notable stocks and see, okay, you know, what's the highest IB rank, what has the lowest IB rank, you know, and kind of go about it that way. You can actually really filter these trades out pretty nicely. Another thing is that's nice on here is the upcoming earnings. So you can kind of take a look at these, see if there's any earnings plays you might be interested in. Let's see, Chipotle, CMG, you know, they got earnings on the 25th. And also, it's really nice to get the information. So once you click on like a stock here, so let's say I click on Netflix, that's the other thing. So once I click on a stock, it actually already brings up all the information. I can go to the trade screen and actually start trading Netflix instead of having to enter the information again. So it's kind of like a one click, or once you put it in here, like if I put an Apple, it changes it everywhere where I can start trading Apple. It kind of just makes it a one click, or you know, a unified sense, rather than like when you go to you know, on Thinkorswim, you got to type in the stock you're looking for on the charts. Then you got to type it in again on the trade page. Here, once you click on that, you can click on the chart. You can go back to the trade page, or if I want to easily see what Verizon's doing here, click on Verizon instead of having to type everything in and go to the different places on the platform. I can easily just get back and forth. And that's the main thing that I kind of use it for. Also, I don't know really if you use it, but you know, Tasty Trade, you can tune in live through here. I don't tune in that much, but you know, if you wanted to get trading advice or whatever else they're talking about here, it's right in the platform here. And then I think the follow page, it gives you what their trades are. So sometimes I don't really use it, but for some people, I think it's a good feature. It may give you some trade ideas, saying, oh, this guy, you know, I actually closed. Let's see if there's any open trades today. You're not seeing any. These are all closes or rolls, so not too many people open to trade today. But sometimes it's interesting to see what these people traded. May give you an idea, not necessarily a trade that you want to mimic, but maybe like, hey, this guy, you know, this was a Netflix play, so Netflix had earnings yesterday, so that's why he probably sold his iron con. Oh, he sold one, so he opened up a position here. Okay, so these are all rolls and closes. None of them were. Oh, here's a couple open ones here. So they did open a few. So if you look at Netflix, and let's see what Netflix IB ranks is. 73. So Netflix had earnings yesterday, but you can see here it didn't really get that much of an IB crush. It's trading at all-time highs. So kind of interesting. Some people open new trades on Netflix, and some people close some positions on Netflix for the earnings. So definitely pretty interesting in terms of that. But those are the main reasons that I use tastyworks. A lot of the other features like charting and stuff, I'm not really big on. Mainly because they don't do it that great. But you can watch my other video, things I hate about the tastyworks video, but this, I just really wanted to focus on what tastyworks does well. It is a great platform. I would say it is fast. Sometimes I get fills here faster than I do on Thinkorswim. I wouldn't say that they have an upper hand, but sometimes it does. But I also sometimes get fills faster on Thinkorswim. So, you know, it really depends on, you know, what's going on with the market. I do think their quotes are faster than Thinkorswim, and the platform is a lot more lightweight. So like on my Mac here, it takes up a lot less resources to run the tastyworks platform than it would Thinkorswim. And now, since it's been out for more than a year, they've pretty much got rid of all the bugs. There's not really any bugs going on. I haven't had any issues of it crashing or anything like that we had early on when we started out. So, you know, let me know what you like about tastyworks. Leave a comment below. If you want to sign up to tastyworks, use my link below as well.